How's it going, guys? It's Josh here and welcome back to another video. Now today we're going to be taking a look at a wireless gaming headset, the Corsair Void Wireless RGB. Now there's definitely a market for this sort of stuff nowadays, with more and more gamers wanting all of their peripherals to be wireless, so we're going to see how it stacks up. When it comes to wireless gaming headsets, there doesn't seem to be many good quality options around. The ones that are available, they're usually very expensive. Corsair have attempted to balance quality and affordability here with the Corsair Void Wireless RGB. So what's it like? Well, first of all, you can get it in four colours: a black, a bright yellow and black special edition, black and red, and also black and white, which is the model I've got here. Now perhaps the most important feature of any gaming headset is comfort. Most gamers will wear headsets for long periods of time while gaming, so this is always something to consider. This is probably one of the most comfortable headsets I've ever used. I like the shape of the ear cups and there's plenty of room in them too. I've got pretty big ears, but they don't really seem to touch the sides, so that's a win for me. It's a very light headset, coming in at around 390 grams and sits very nicely on your head. There's honestly times when I totally forget that I'm wearing it. The ear cups are made from a mesh fabric. I think this was a good move by Corsair, as your ears definitely don't get as hot during long periods of gaming as they would with, say, velour fabric. They're also removable, so you can take them off and wash them if you want. The top of the headband also features this mesh fabric and is a nice cushion. There's quite a lot of adjustability in it, as you can see, so you shouldn't have any issues here either. Briefly, we'll talk about build quality. It is a mostly plastic headset, with the exception of the piece that joins the headset to the ear cups, which is made of metal. Because it is mostly plastic, it's very flexible, but it does feel a bit on the flimsy side. Unfortunately, the microphone also feels flimsy. I feel like I have to be a bit careful when I'm laying it down on the desk. One cool feature I do like about this headset is that the ear cups rotate, which means that they can be laid flat on your desk, and it also just makes them easier to hang. The headset also features an on-off button on the top section and a mic mute button on the bottom, and you can also adjust the volume with the wheel at the back. It took me about a week to get used to the placement of these buttons. I just found myself fumbling for the controls a lot when I first started using it. Moving on to perhaps the worst part of this headset, the microphone. Now, we already mentioned the build quality a little bit. It just feels flimsy, and while it may be flexible, you can't position it at all apart from moving it up and down. I'll now let you hear the audio quality. So this is the audio from the Corsair Void Wireless headset microphone. I guess it's fine for Skype and gaming, but I'd definitely not use it for anything else. And there are headsets priced much lower than this that offer much better microphone quality. The fact that you can't position it much is also annoying, as sometimes it'll pick up breathing and there's not much you can really do. Moving on to some of the features, Rgb lighting is becoming more and more popular nowadays. It's in pretty much everything, including this headset. The lighting is controlled by Corsair's utility engine software, and we get 6 separate effects to choose from. These are static colour, blink, breathe, beat, rainbow pulse, and rainbow. I won't go into too much detail in this review, but you can change the colours and speeds of pretty much all of these effects, and quite extensively too. It'll also link up to your other Corsair products, so you can sync them all if you'd like. Considering you can't actually see the lights on the headset when you're wearing it, to some it could appear to be a little bit pointless. Rgb lighting is always the sort of thing for me that I like to have available, even if I don't use it all the time. Perhaps it was a good move to put the lights on the side too, as it's super annoying on headsets I've used before when all you can see on your screen is glare from those glowing ear cups that you thought would be a good idea. The headset also features a little red LED on the end of the mic that Corsair have called Info Mic, and this can give various bits of info telling you whether the mic is muted, and also regarding your battery and EQ presets. It would be quite useful, apart from the fact that when you're wearing it you can't really see it at all unless you cup your hand around it to see the glow. Now, the LEDs on the side also serve as a good battery indicator when you're charging it. Talking of charging, this headset charges via a micro USB cable that comes with it. The cable itself is around 1.5 meters long, and you can use the headset while it's charging. A full charge is supposed to last around 16 hours, and in my experience, without the LEDs turned on that is, I actually got around 20 hours of use, so that's really good. With the LEDs on, however, the battery life is just awful, more like 6 to 8 hours, so you'll probably have them off most of the time, but again, at least the LEDs are there if you want them. And then we come finally to the wireless feature and audio quality. Wireless and audio quality are two words that usually don't go together well, but in this case Corsair have done an amazing job. You get a USB dongle included with the headset, which plugs into your PC, and the wireless range is absolutely fantastic. I can literally be 2 floors down in my house and they still work fine without showing any signs of cutting out. Obviously this depends on what type of house you live in, but in my experience it's been a very solid connection indeed. There's also no noise introduced from the wireless feature, so you're getting a nice clear signal. And audio quality is where this thing excels. It uses 50mm drivers, you can have it in stereo mode, and it's decent for general music listening, but where it's absolutely awesome is gaming. It's got genuine 7.1 Dolby Surround, you can just hear so much more in games, you can track footsteps a lot easier, and you can almost calculate the distance the sound is from you. It's very much like you've got speakers all around you. While gaming is often about graphics, having good audio quality is just as important. It really makes you feel more immersed, and this gaming headset does that. The Corsair Utility Engine software also offers a bunch of EQ presets, and these are actually quite effective. The movie theatre preset is great for movies, and an FPS mode boosts the mid so that you can hear more clearly what's going on in games. Bass boost will give more low end punch, but it's not overpowering and doesn't muddy the audio like some headsets do. In conclusion then, I do very much like this headset. It's comfortable, and while overall it might be a bit flimsy and the microphone is just awful, where it does excel is in its reliability and in its audio quality. It's not the most expensive wireless headset available, so I think we can expect a few compromises, but at heart I think this is a fantastic gaming headset and a great option if you're looking for something both wireless and affordable. And there we have it. Turns out you can get a good wireless gaming headset that even has RGB LEDs if you're into that sort of thing. Thanks very much for watching today, guys. Do hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.